what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. In our last episode, we did a bunch of stuff and things and more stuff. But it culminated with us pretty much clearing out all of the missions that I had on this planet to this point. So we were able to get the power modulator, regulator thing, whatever it was that we needed. And we have Parvati with us. She's going to join us on our new ship. And we also have, I don't remember his actual name, but the Vic from Edgewater is also joining us. Welcome back, Albert. Well, like I said, I'm going to do one more stream until around 6, which is a little less than an hour. And then I'm heading out to a show. So, let's see what happens. I just didn't want to jump on the ship before starting the new stream because I had a feeling we'll have cutscenes and everything else, and then we ended up having a cutscene with her anyway. But the Vicar should be here already. Alright, I'll see you later, Albert. Have a good one. Alright, there he is. Max, was that his name?
Well,
yeah, Vicar Max.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Yeah, you do that. It was supposed to be called the Reliable, and I just noticed this. The Unreliable. Alright, so here we are. Let me talk to her real quick.
Where are we headed?
Oh, we'll talk later. Okay, Max already went upstairs to claim a room. Just curious, now that this is ours, can we... No, it's still sealed. I thought you were going to claim a room. What are you doing? You're just standing around. Go claim a room. Go. Claim a room. Stop looking at your hands, you weirdo. Alright, let's go talk to our computer. To our AI named Ada. Oh, wrong way. Oh, wait, what do we have in here?
Easy.
Do I really need to pick locks on lockers that, you know, belong to me already? It's kind of silly, right?
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I do not. Or apparently I do. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our
good.
engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I've actually been there before. Alright, I'll be back. Hello. Alright. Let's go install this bad boy. Why is our ship or gun out? We don't need... Alright. Boom. Now we have power. Do I have goodies over here? No. I don't need to worry about that. I'm good with all my specs. Again, put the gun away. Alright, Ada. If that is your real name.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Well, I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Good.
I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Okay. I don't need to take care of anything. Let's get out of here. Yeah! Look at our ship struggling to take off. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. Cool. So now we can go to all kinds of planets. Now, are we going to go pick up Phineas? I mean, that's what I would assume we have to go and do. Because he's kind of just floating in orbit right now. The whole reason we went down here is because our ship was busted.
Request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, speaking of the devil. Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I'm fine. Yeah, although I have been feeling a little lightheaded, and I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black market.
Hello, Dark Angel.
Groundbreaker.
How are you?
She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
And I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I said it in like the first episode, but I love that Ada looks like Captain Marvel. Again, I don't know if that was an intentional thing or not, but it just kicks ass. I love Captain Marvel. It's like one of my favorite characters. Good to hear, Dark Angel. Alright, so... Why do I need a nav key to land a planet? To land on a planet. We're not landing a planet. If I was flying a planet, this would be an insane game.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Awesome.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kilkelly.
So we're gonna steal it. I'm good. I'm down with that. Right, the Black Marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okie dokie. I don't like the idea of working with a criminal. I am a criminal! I've got no problem with it. Fine, I'll have a word with Gladys.
I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Yeah?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Oh. You want to explain what that is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
People actually fall for this? It seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected.
That is true.
Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Okie dokie.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
Damn the
The
man!
board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Hang on. We went up a level. Oh, cool. Cool. That's awesome. All right. Let's go to... I'm assuming this is... Very good. I'll take that. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions. It gives you the access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Okay. Sweet. What is this? Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne's unread messages. From you, Bedford. From Udom Wingman's Wingman Bedford to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Winky-face, Udom. Okay. Logs. Wait, hold on. Ah! Damn it. Messages. Archived messages. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the way, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Best, Udom. P.S. Please respond. Dear Alex, hello. I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. I don't know if I'm going backwards. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed. You know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have this strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, Wingman. Winky face. Your dear friend, Udom. Hello, Udom here. Udom Bedford. We met... Oh, so we are going back. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color? You know, really tie one on. Let me know, your new friend, Udom. Okay, logs. Log entry number 1, titled Shrink Ray. Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality with my own two eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it maybe, or if I had asked him a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had, AH. Log entry number 2, titled Hammer Power. The last time I got sloshed. I mean, I was imbibing at the last hope on the groundbreaker. Look, Udam was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like, none of us have heard that one before. But here's the good part. The Mardits said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. AH. Log entry number 3, titled The Black Market Leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the records show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But, architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker or in Fallbrook. AH. I think that's it, right? That's it. So Hawthorne kind of sounds like maybe he wasn't such a great guy, but look, we have missions because we read that. Yes, there we go. Let's transfer stuff that we don't need. Let's just break this. Well, no, we'll sell that. It's worth 13. Yeah, these at this point, I think these are just useless. Assault rifle, I've already got one. Light pistols don't need. We'll sell all these. Don't need the hatchet. Yeah, I don't need that. We'll keep that. Don't need that. Bolter pistol we'll keep. Ooh. Ooh. That's Marauder armor, but it's good armor. These I think I'm just going to end up selling. Because honestly, they're not really that much good to me at this point. point. Yeah. Very likely I'll end up taking that stuff out of the bin and selling it too, but... Okay, so... I do have those quest items, like the antique sword and all that stuff, but I can't put them anywhere. Oh, skill and perk points available. That's right, I went up a level. Um... Alright. Lockpick and hack both went over 30. So we're on our way to 40, which will get the next little bonuses. Now, heavy weapons, I could put that up to 40. Heavy weapons, critical damage, plus 50. Alright, that's all good. That's all good. And, can always add another there, so. Very good. I won't mind getting a better armor that's not going to, weigh me down so much and screw up my sneak and hack and lockpick and all that. I want to take advantage of the bonuses I got. Alright, so new perk. Do I want extra health? More XP from companion kills. I'm never going to be alone. I'm always going to have companions, so... Or at least most of the time, so I don't really need to worry about that. Weapon and armor durability loss. That I'm not really... It's doubling up on how much ammo and consumables are available, but that's not really going to be a huge... So I'm torn between health and XP, but I think I'll go with health. So how are we with reputation? The deserters love us. So we're friendly. They're understanding. These guys just love us. And like we haven't, the board just barely even know that we exist. Alright, so I have that, like I said, I got that sword and the kick me sign. And I was kind of hoping that like, oh yeah, there'll be stuff that you can hang in the room, and maybe you can. Oh yeah, I did. There it is. Created for a prank. Sam wore this sign for a week before Ada noticed and pointed it out to the janitorial unit. Who placed it on the unit, however, remains a mystery. Sam? Sam, what are you? Oh, there's no response from the auto mechanical unit. A serial number etched into its chassis includes the letters Sam. Oh, is this going to be a robot companion? Oh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. But I liked it. Okay, so there's the kick me sign that I found. Oh yeah, we're taking this stuff. Examine. Stern older man with warm eyes. Oh, it's Parvati's dad. So that's cool. So this is her little workspace. Well, let's clear up her workspace a little bit by taking things. She can always get more. What do we have here? The Modern Steel Wrench on You. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Spade, pet pills. Don't need my gun. Banged up toolbox. Full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Usages? Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. Alright, let's keep our fingers out. Cool. Abigail. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Parvati. I'm not going to sleep in her bed. Unless I'm invited. Alright, let's move on. this is just a room. Not claimed. Here's Max in his room. Books. Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose and the glue now yellowed and cracked along the spines. Okay. Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. Scribblings on these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto. I don't need my gun. I do like that there's this much stuff in here that's like, you know, individualized to the characters. Index of Banned Literature, Part 1. Various qualifying considerations. Principal rules of restrictive management. Morals and maxims of banning unethical literature. Proof of the Grand Architect and Predestination. A refutation of the titles listed herewithin. Consequences, the mind and the will of man when led astray. Official list of banned titles. Prerequisites for advancing the investigation, outing, and penalizing of offenders. Okay. OC ointment vial. Smells suspiciously like iceberg aged whiskey. Cool. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's this room it's decorated to definitely be like 100% all about him, which is very cool. Toss ball trading cards in mint condition. Most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and the Tilebackers. The Art of Science and Tossball. Impossible to put down. Order of Scientific Inquiry, Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Anti-Cleo's Darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Good God.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
I don't know. Just wonder if, like, we're going to get any kind of missions or anything like that by talking to our companions, because it's always possible. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
So what's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Mm-hmm. Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Okay. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. So I don't know if I want to reveal that to people. But I kind of want to see what the reaction would be. We'll reveal this to Max.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Well, I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
All my family's dead. All my friends are on there.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
So do you have any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
See, that should give us like a little idea of what we need to do. Like, you know, basically like, you know, a mission. So that sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Of course. Alright. Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Alright. So, see that? We just got ourselves a mission. Hey, this was empty. I was in here already. This is also empty. And this is basically empty. Okay, so if we're going by private rooms as to how many companions we could have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 human companions, and we also have Sam. So that means we can get 6 companions?
Please keep the kitchen area clean and sanitary.
Okay. Just curious if that antique sword ended up getting place somewhere. Everybody got a poop? It's where you go poop. Oh, there she is.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
I think it's time to move along, part body. Yeah. Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounds like it when you talk to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater.
Oh.
When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
That sucks. You don't have any say in it at all?
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
Let's talk about something
Oh,
else.
sure. Like what?
Break time's over. Get your ass back to work, Parvati. Hippity-doo. Okay, workbench. Alright, let's get a move on. Ooh. Okay, so we want to go to the Groundbreaker. So let's do that. Oh, that was sudden. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in your system. Yeah, we already figured that out, so.
Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Okay. That's neat.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I don't know. Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Sorry for coughing in your ear, guys.
Can we talk?
Okay. What's up?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Tennyson? It's the name of a defenseman for the New Jersey Devils. Yeah, what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Okay. Sure, we can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Hey, you wanted to talk to me. Alright, let me go up to my room and check my log real quick and see if there was something I missed about Sam. Aha, search term, Sam. First Sam result. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. AH. Second result. Removal of factory standard part Sud Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. AH. Third result. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But, good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Yeah, those details were you getting squished. Alright, let me look at my journal. So, pass it anywhere. Speak to Gladys. Okay. Acquire science weapon. Alright, so... Okay, so his science weapon is on his lab. And another science weapon is on the groundbreaker. So, we'll find one there. Have provided meet with... Okay, we got that. The empty man. Locate a security terminal and the cleaning machine. Find an acid... Alright, so... all stuff that we can do. Very good. Alright. And... oh, hello, Vicar Max. So, sawed off shotgun. I don't know if I want you just using that. Do we not have a better weapon? Hunting rifle, which is 66, but... it does a lot of damage. So we'll let him keep that. And that does a lot of damage, so he can keep that. Riot control armor. Alright, vestments blue. 10 armor. I'm sure we have better than 10, however. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's just the oh wait, we have that. No, that's not as good. Alright, but we want to give him a helmet. Handgun bonus, lockpick bonus, sneak bonus. And those are Marauder helmets. That looks silly. That looks silly. That doesn't look as silly. Again, I don't see a way to... There's no way to take these off. So it's like once they got them on, they're on forever. And it is what it is. He's got a perk point. A hacking bonus or health bonus? Well, let's give him the hack bonus. Oh, we didn't botch anything. That's always good. Okay. Alright, so everybody's ready to go with me? Alright, very good. Yes, you're both going with me. Let's go. To the Groundbreaker. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, loading screen. It's a long loading screen. Alright. Put the gun away. There's... Oh, Jane Elson, you have a regular name. Alright.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Okay.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Yeah, huh?
Alright, let's go.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. Need a trip.
Yeah. What's up, Felix?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Or just knocked someone out with a tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
Alright, slow down. What did you do?
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oh, boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yeah, I guess so. Which means you're probably available to join some outlaw space adventurers. You got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounge together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yeah, that's me. Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama.
Damn right.
Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name. I'm Kincaid.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
Boss. Yeah, I like that. I am a boss. I could be your boss. You could join me. Except everyone would see me take it. Hey, Steve Dorer. Steve Dory.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
Yeah. So even people here who have, like, unique names aren't really unique. Oh. Steve Dory isn't a name, it's a occupation. Alright. Alright, so all these are stuff I'm gonna steal, so if people are looking, they're gonna get mad at me. Now, we'll hold off on stealing stuff for now. Mardette is also a title, that's not a name. Found a vending machine. Now, speaking of vending machines. Now, what's this? Dead or alive? Captain Gunnar McRed. For several counts of public intoxication, destruction of groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Santina if you have any information concerning McRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect reward. Doesn't really sound like something you should be able to die over. Oh, there's our buddy, Phineas Wells. For various crimes and violations of board policy, including any or all of the following: sedition, forgery, conspiracy, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
I don't know. Things and stuff, I believe.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Yeah, you can just hold your horses, pal. Alright, so... I'm only going to hold on to these just in case. Hi.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
What?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
What?
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford,
Ah!
the board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Great. Any idea why it was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Okay, sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like there's some tension between the board and Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
I did. Yeah, I'm sharp like that.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
And yet your station's in a state of disrepair. You could make the board fix it.
You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
All right. Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
No, that's fine. That's all I need to know about work.
All right.
All right, I'll see you around.
He's seeing you.
I can talk to him about more information and whatnot later. But I got to end it now, guys. Like I said, I got a show I'm going to go to, so I'm going to shut this down now. But I might be on again later on tonight. Depends on if I'm wiped out or not. And if I get any sicker than I am already. So at any rate, that'll be it for now. So if you guys haven't yet, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all the YouTube stuff that you know how to do because you hear it all the time from every YouTuber ever. And until the next time, as always, peace.